Hello and welcome to Dharma with Kai. So, I am doing a quick episode, and there's a disclaimer that this podcast episode is not discussing any confidential information, nor is it going over anything that is identifying or degrading to anyone listening. So, I would have to say, with holiday seasons, everyone's interpretation of what it is to have a sacred or memorable holiday experience was kind of contradicting, especially if you have truly went through your work of healing from narcissistic abuse, or you're dealing with overcoming the criminology aspect of these relationships. And it is important to be intentional no matter what anyone is saying. I stay away from listening to blogs. And I know that people are huge on being active or relevant on social media. However, that's just not a route that I have found successful for myself. With that being said, it doesn't matter if it is family, friends, or colleagues, or just the environment. I'm okay with being fake. And my acronym for fake is being fearless, affluent, not ancient, kind, but not always a keeper, and eternal. And eternal stands for not external systems or an internal system, especially if that involves anyone else. What eternal is standing for is kingdom. And I have found that kingdom within myself. It's not in a biblical sense or any principles by any means. It's just that after COVID and after having this asynchronous, synchronous environment and diseases, as well as dealing with just the overall disrespect of individuals when it comes to just their 12 basic freedoms and their idea of you know pinning someone against a cross or behind handcuffs, like they have done the worst things in the entire world. And that doesn't really suffice for all of the things that get swept underneath the rug. I am not an advocate by any means. However, taking time to truly heal is not something that can get done in a conjoined effort. It has to include intentionality, and sometimes the intentions of your family or society can differ. And in those instances, those pressures can become detrimental no matter the justifications in any realm. So you truly have to make sure that if you are one that does not thrive from toxic relationships, or if you don't thrive from being in any kind of environment that isn't conducive or in alignment with yourself, that you don't have any reason or explanation to go against that. It's so sad that the basic no that they teach you growing up gets twisted and swayed in so many different directions. And so, with debating and with the way that the world has rapidly kind of tried to use technology or try to use any kind of work as a cohesive way to say that we're all one, not so much true. We can listen to a million songs, we can read a million books. However, if we are only intentional about making sure that we make it to that mountaintop, that's never going to actually end up being the case. Throughout my podcast series, you're going to hear me refer to different roles that I play out within my life. And also, no one should really get intimidated with whatever you do in your life. The main thing is don't ever try to make your role in life someone else's duty. And that means if you choose a route that isn't in alignment with someone that is in your life, you don't need to crucify them or punish them because they're saying, I have a different destination to reach within my life. It's not so much about the journey. When I graduated years ago, taking a road trip, driving from the East Coast to the West Coast didn't seem like a huge ordeal. However, now with the amount of technology and radioactive people on top of people that are very defensive, it makes the overall value of life decline. And people, places, whatever, have their own idea of what their ideal clientele or their environment would look like if they were to create or design it. And it does not matter if someone's not wanting to participate in a group or an at-large experience. Never force them to go against their healing process. I think that this is the best way to go about life without having dampening or depressing people try to control your way of freely flowing throughout life. No one can relate to the same genre if they're not grieving the same experience. And with grief, and I'm going to discuss this in my upcoming series in 2025, it's just that I have really gotten a chance to learn and reflect. And I also never go against what I know to work. And I'm not always going to say that I'm correct. However, the only way in today's world now to ever reach the full satisfaction of life is to respect and trust in the process. And I know that that looks different to everyone. And I'm glad that I understand what that looks and feels like for me now. I'm not going to say that there aren't challenging times. I'm not going to say that there are moments where I'm attacked or looked at differently. However, I am the one, no matter if it's family or anyone that I have come in contact with, I'm the one that has truly equipped myself and done my due diligence, no matter how that looks, to make the proper decisions for my route in life. And it takes so much more than any time frame. And it does not happen overnight. It doesn't happen within a month or a year. In my other series, I refer to myself as a practitioner, which I am a practitioner. Also, I serve as many other different things and I hold many other certifications. I'm not one to boast about myself or am not conceited. And I can honestly say in my life with people needing validation, and at times I needed that reassurance as well to kind of say my role in life. However, that shouldn't matter as much anymore. And you should allow someone to work towards whatever they want to accomplish in life. However, you have to understand when someone is at their wits' end and they are truly at peace with their decisions in life. I am going to wish you a happy new year and a wonderful life. I want to thank you for listening to Dharma with Kai. protect your peace as always. Keep doing your work. If this isn't something that you're able to grasp or come to terms with, or if it's not something that you're ready to grieve or work through, understand there is no judgment. Dharma with Kai is a healing space. It isn't a rigorous or judgmental YouTube channel. It's my way. And I am sure that eventually you'll reach the destination that you're wanting to go towards. So protect your peace. Adios and Happy New Year.